Very big dreams to fix up his home and spend time with his family, and instead he's now waiting for a double lung transplant, and the home, it has never been finished until now. Would you believe that a church down in South Carolina heard about his story, and now some members of that church have come to Nova Scotia to lend a helping hand? CTV's Jacqueline Foster with that story.
As he sits and watches the activity around his house in East Stewiack, Mark Dorey can't believe his eyes.
I can't put words to it. It's overwhelming. It's crazy.
The 50-year-old has been living with lung disease for 5 years. Because of his health, he hasn't been able to finish repairs to his house. But a church nearby heard about Dorey's situation and got the ball rolling.
We just value people, and we want to make a difference in our communities and do unto others as we want them to do unto us. So we decided, let's take this project on.
Pastor Chad McKenzie says the Canadian National Baptist Convention has a partnership with South Carolina, and a church in North Charleston chose to come to Nova Scotia for their annual mission.
It just tugs at your heart. It's got to. You know, what he's going through and how it was his great dream to get the house in shape and, you know, do all these things, and then he got sick and he couldn't do it.
The group arrived from South Carolina early Monday morning and will be staying until the end of the week. There are about 10 people ranging in age from late 20s right up until 81.
They're shingling the roof, fixing floors and walls, and other odd jobs. They keep their own way and are providing all the supplies.
I think it's just there's a lot of positivity in how people still are in small rural communities, pitching in to help anybody in need.
At the end of the month, Dorey is heading to Toronto in hopes of receiving a double lung transplant. His community and colleagues have been raising money to help with that. Dorey is overwhelmed by it all and wonders why he and his family have been so blessed. The Doorway Baptist Church explains it this way.
If I've got spaghetti noodles and you've got sauce, then we ought to be able to come together and have something to eat. And so that's the main thing that we want to say is that anybody can do this. You don't have to be trained or skilled. And we really believe that folks ought to be helping each other.
Jacqueline Foster, CTV News, East Stewiack, Nova Scotia.
Short break. This is, of course, part of our 3-day celebration of local